Coming at you live with your boy Big Buck from the 985 to the 601. It's another edition of Buck Bites, and today I got the man, the myth, the legend, Big Bad Parkkr. What's happening, y'all?
Not much, man. I'm just chilling out. Trying to stay busy. Trying to work on music. Got some shows coming up. Just trying to stay busy mostly.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
How's that been going, bro?
It's been good. I'm also trying to balance some summer classes, but I've been making some progress. You know, it's definitely like really convenient and like inspiring that things are kind of like somewhat on the other side of the pandemic. So I'm kind of like, okay, I want to get shows going. I want to like get back to what I was doing, before.
Indeed, I understand that because like I don't know how much you listen to Migos, but Migos said they turned the pandemic into a pandemic. And the whole time while everybody's been locked up, I know you've been working. I know you've been working in the studio.
Yeah.
Been ready to release it. Everything.
That's the thing, man. It definitely was a really good thing for me too because, I took the time to literally rebrand everything and functionally start over and kind of like just moving forward and continuing to move forward and trying to come up with better marketing strategies, and trying to network and open opportunities for myself and still network and collab with people as much as I can, but also like continue to make my music better and better.
And that's all you can do, man. Just each and every day with like 2 Chainz, he says it best. He's like, he said, man, if you woke up this morning, you winning. Man, go out there, strive and thrive, believe and achieve so that you may succeed.
That's dope. I've never heard that. That's dope.
I'm telling you, man, if you woke up this morning, 2 Chainz said, you winning. And man, every single day we got to wake up. People like me and you, content creators, we got to put it out there for the people.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter how many people listen. We know we got somebody listening, and they're going to spread the word of Big Buck and Parkkr. For sure. So tell the people where you're from, man.
So I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I'm from a little bit south of Mobile. It's in Fedor, which is still kind of part of Mobile, but it's like more of a subsection. And I grew up there my whole life, and then I came up to Hattiesburg for college. Yeah, man. Mostly, I got started with hip hop when I was like 13, maybe around. I was like real like naive and young when I started that shit. And I don't know, it's wild that like just in the past couple of years that I've been out of Mobile, I've seen numerous Mobile artists like fucking blow up. It's wild. Like you have No Cap and Young Blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. I never got super into that music scene as much. I would get around and like meet some people, but it's like I left when I was 18, so I didn't really like have a ton of time to get involved.
Right, you didn't get to have the time to make the connections that you wish you could.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mobile's a pretty big city. So like although it's like, real deep in the South, it's like I'm in Hattiesburg in like a much smaller town, and I'm like I'm a city boy at heart. Always. I am a city boy at heart.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Absolutely.
All right, Kentwood, man. Kentwood, K-Town bound and down. It's just a small town, bro. Everybody know everybody. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Absolutely, man.
Well, man, I'm glad to have you here on the Buck Bites podcast. And, man, like you said, back then you started out young, 13 years old, bro. Big Buck, I've been listening to so much music from way back when. I was watching on MTV, VH1 Classic, BET 106 and Park, all that stuff. Going straight home from getting off the bus, running. Forget schoolwork, going straight to VH1, EET, everything.
Oh, yeah.
I remember right when Soulja Boy came out with Crank That Soulja Boy. Oh man! And then I never thought about like me having my own podcast one day, or me ever knowing people to actually like make music.
Yeah.
And that's great, that I actually know people that make music because at USM. Everybody. There's been a lot of people at USM to make some music, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm glad
there's a whole little community.
And I'm glad, like, the whole MEA program, Media Entertainment Arts. I'm glad that we've had classes together as well as just us seeing each other in the hallway.
Absolutely.
And connecting. Yeah. That's how one thing we can connect. Because, man, small instances, y'all. Small reoccurrence. That's how you collab like this. Like Big
That's
Buck.
networking.
That's networking.
That's the core of networking. it's strong personal relationships that you don't have to sit and like do a bunch of hard work to try to cultivate. You just be yourself and you be honest and truthful and humble, and the people that understand that and that like believe in you will talk to you and you'll see them.
Indeed.
You know,
I mean, all y'all be like, man, Big Buck, I love the wisdom, I love the vision. Man, I promise you, Big Buck ain't the only one out here doing it. This man right here, he got it too. He got a message. Big Buck got a message. We all got a message. It's just deep and down inside of us, and we just gotta let it out. And we gonna try to spread it to y'all so that you can spread it to somebody else. You know.
absolutely.
Because we all on the come up. We all trying to get on the come up. You heard me?
That's facts.
That's facts, man.
That's facts.
So, man, Parkkr he just dropped this new video called "Fool for You," man. You want to talk about that for a minute?
Absolutely, yeah. I so "Fool for You" is one of the singles that was on my last like full length project called "Beautiful Danger," available on iTunes and everything under my moniker. And it was just one of the songs I really liked out of the songs that were on the project. And so when I was like, okay, I want to start making videos and get more visual content to put out there, it was definitely like one of the priority ones, you know. And so it was directed by Garrett Stone. Shout out Garrett Stone. Shout out Stone Media LLC. He did a great job. He knows what he's doing. He's got really good equipment. And me and him just spent a lot of time working and trying to get the video where we wanted it. And I'm excited to finally have it out and be able to show it to more people and all that good stuff, you know.
Man,
yeah.
I dig the video, man. I appreciate you posting the video, and I like the name for it because I mean, "Fool for You," and I mean, it's you talking and expressing yourself,
Yeah.
and the things that you went through your life, and I mean that could be y'all really definitely got to check this video out. It's called "Fool for You" by Parkkr. Parkkr? Yeah, that's exactly right. On YouTube, y'all. It's on iTunes and Spotify as well.
Yeah. A "Fool for You" it's on iTunes, Spotify.
But y'all, I love this song because I mean, even though it's just a man telling his story about like going through a relationship, falling for this girl he used to be in love with, and then he just trying to leave all that stuff in the past, but it's still somewhere wrapped in his mind, and it makes a fool for you, you know. And I mean that's every single day that in life occurrences for everybody, you know.
Exactly. You know, I mean, I really hope that the song came out relatable. You know, because I mean, really the core of the song and the history behind the song was, you know, I had feelings for this girl, and you know, it kept just not necessarily working out. You know, literally over the course of like years, and it was like I would completely forget about it and push it away, and then I would like randomly run into her again, and I would be like, oh yeah, it would
back to you.
Yeah, it would all come back, and I was, you know, and I would just be like, this is really difficult, and I was like, well, you know, what I love most about music is that I can express emotions that I can't get out onto a song and like make peace with it, because you know that's something that it was just like continuously like being a really like strange.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling, man.
Yeah, it's a strange
it takes
like
a toll on
yeah,
you.
yeah. It's like a strange like kind of depressing, you know, feeling, especially when it's like, you know, it's not in the cards at that moment for that situation to work out, but it's like in like you want that, but you know, it was mainly just like a melancholy romantic song. You know, I mean, that was something that I truly just kept feeling, and then one night I was like, I have to write this down. I have to get this out, and I did, and that was one of my most like from the heart, like I was just feeling so much in that moment. It was just like right, and then almost all of it came out, and yeah, it was like I've been able to make peace with that, and it hasn't bothered me, and that's one of the beautiful things about making music and being a creative, you know, is that someone like me who, you know, I feel like truly has been through some bad stuff and had struggles, you know, it's like they're really difficult things to get past sometimes, you know, and everyone deals with that.
Oh yes.
And the best way for me to express my emotions, and it's like the best therapy tool ever. You know, I mean, my entire base of like how I started in music. So when I was like 13, I mean, I was always going through like really bad depression and anxiety. Anyway, it's stuff that I've struggled with for, excuse me, pretty much my whole life. And it was like I couldn't deal with it, and I just started writing. You know, before I started rapping, I was writing poetry. You know, I was just trying to find an outlet to get everything that I felt out, and it feels that, you know, it's such a unique and incredible experience to have struggles that you feel like no one can ever relate to, and you feel completely alone, but then you express it and then put that on a public platform.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, even if it's just like one or two people hit you up and they're like, hey, I felt that.
Right.
Like that, like that's not a huge deal in the scheme of things, but emotionally, it helps you grow and inspires you so much more.
Right. It shows that you connected with somebody, as well as like it may not actually the same problems that you're dealing with. They didn't actually go through the same thing, but some type of way y'all related in your music. The way you expressed it.
Exactly.
The way you told their story, that your story, they had a similar occurrence in their life, and your story, your song, showed them how I can deal with this, how I can move forward each and every day.
Yeah, exactly. Because even if the song had like no super big positive message to it, and it was just a really sad song, it's like there are so many good things that come out of that, because I've gotten my emotions out, and it's easier for me to make peace with that, and easier for me to move forward in my life with that. And, you know, people connect with that. You know, and people that deal with the same type of stuff that I deal with, you know, it's like they don't feel alone anymore. And, you know, by the same way, I don't feel alone because they're relating to me.
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing, and that's honestly just what like had me fall in love with music. I just want to get better and better and better. But I also have 2 shows coming up.
All right, big.
So I got a show on the 29th, in Nick's Ice House on Hardy Street.
All right.
I'm playing with Dev Bear. Shout out Dev Bear. He does like some dope indie music. And I'm also playing with Christify, which also known as Casper Marlowe. Shout out Christify. He does some cool stuff. He's like some like indie reggae.
Okay.
Like
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Stuff
like reggae.
Yeah, it's really unique. I definitely encourage everyone to come out to that show. It's definitely gonna be like a little bit of mix of everything, and I feel like that. I feel like it's a good thing sometimes, especially in like a local scene that's not necessarily as big and diverse.
Right.
You kind of gotta like have some of like the underground stuff, like, you know, occasionally like hit people, you know.
Oh,
and on July 3rd, like literally the same week, because the Nick's Ice House show was on Tuesday, and then I'm also performing at the Tavern on that Saturday. And it's gonna be me. It's also gonna be Dev Bear again. Me and him are trying to get more shows put up. I just did a feature for him. And it's also gonna be Just Bad. Shout out Charles. Shout out Just Bad. That man's got some great stuff. He another great, you know, local, more unique artist that I feel like definitely deserves some more recognition.
100.
And
gotta support that local talent.
Yeah, and also got the Ruby City Band on that night as well. And so basically these 2 shows, it's like a genre flight, like a flight of beer, a flight of stuff. It's like, yeah, like the poster is like a flight of beer, and it's like genre flight, and it's got like all these different genres. Okay. Because so it's really just trying to get a little bit for everyone, and just trying to get more people out, because, you know, things are a little bit safer now. Right. You know, a lot of people are vaccinated. I'm vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
You know, and that you know, it's I'm happy that I have the chance to like get in more social functions like that, and I want to put on events for my friends and people that I know and the friends of people I know to be able to come out and have a great time post pandemic, and kind of feel a little bit of normalcy, that we haven't necessarily got to feel recently.
Right.
And
it's been too cooped up.
Yeah, and also, it's like after about a year of everything shut down, I definitely feel like now is the time to like start like rebuilding the local scene in terms of consistent gigs, So
I understand that 100%. Like you saw yesterday, y'all had National Attitude Day posted on this podcast, as well as National Cancer Survivor Day. Look, once again, we back at it in the studio, right again. Buck Bites. We got to do it. We got to collab. We got to connect. We got to network. I promise you, I got business cards dropping soon. You see the Buck Bites.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, man.
That's what's up.
We coming up on the come up. You heard me? And I tell you, you got anything else to say?
Stay positive. Chase your dreams. Be true to yourself. And listen to Buck Bites every day.
I appreciate you, man. Well, coming at you live with your boy Big Buck from the 985 to the 601. This has been Buck Bites, indeed. Big Buck and Parkkr, son.
Yes, sir.